Strong winds howled across the plains northeast of Pooncarie today, and competitors were up against a new challenge. The gusts on the opening stage, stretching for 127 kilometres across Mullarola, whipped up the dry sand, creating near whiteout conditions. Jacob Smith might have started first, but defending champ Rod Faggoter was ready to pounce at any chance. And if navigating yesterday was difficult, then adding some wind just made that job a lot harder. Wind was not Glenn Owen's issue, sidelined within 10 kilometres of the start with terminal engine issues. That left John Pershouse to defend his title, paving the way with the autos, and it was challenging in the worsening conditions. John Hendricks was back in the hunt, but without the aid of a windscreen, his buggy was slowed to what seemed like walking pace in the diminished visibility. Michael Denham, on the other hand, charged on, eventually rounding up the lead cars, and in the ensuing confusion with dust and direction, found himself first to lunch. His brother Warren in the V6 Triton, accidentally or perhaps strategically, pulled over to let Jason Noonan past, and promptly turned right back onto the track, leaving the open wheel and open air buggy in their dust for just a bit longer.
Where I stopped, just coincidentally, solely coincidentally, was right at the turn right. And Jason went roaring past, and Todd said, turn right. So I turned right, and down we went, and then took him a little while to catch us back up again. And he was just telling me while we were having lunch that he was lucky that he saw our dust, or he never would have found his way to the lunch stop.
I think he's just pulled over to watch us get off, so we did see him take off in the right direction, so we followed him and just hung on him for a bit. And we took ages to get past because the dust was just so bad.
Despite the dust, Noonan was still the quickest auto. Lunch at Spring Hill Station was just as everyone remembered last year. Great food prepared by the amazing local community, who despite the desperate times on the land right now, are philosophical and upbeat about life. And let's not forget their kids, who were waiting patiently for the cars, bikes and the chopper for 12 months. Thumbs down for Greg Scanlon's ARB truck. The chances of continuing past lunch not looking good.
When we got right up in the rev range, it felt like we had a little bit, but then it got progressively worse as we went through the stage. The conditions on the stage got a little bit hectic there for a while too. We had almost a complete whiteout with dust, which didn't help our enthusiasm factor at that point in time. But in terms of our car, look, we're about 5 minutes away from making a call.
At 80 kilometres, the second stage of the day was a little shorter, but just as challenging. Wikurra's landscape is similar, and the challenges of the elements continued. More trees did provide cover and less effect from the wind. It was Yamaha 1, Honda 1 after 2 stages, with Jacob Smith grabbing the win in Wikurra. But the lad from Alice Springs was starting to make an appearance on the leaderboard, and Luke Hayes broke through for the final stage win of the day.
Starting to wrap my head around this navigational stuff, this being my first navigational rally, but yeah, I can't ask for much more, being able to rub shoulders with the likes of Rod and Jacob. They're really talented guys and a lot of experience, so it feels good to be in the mix. And, I don't come bringing a great of experience here to the rally, but with a bit of think knowledge and stuff like that, I think we sort of get used to riding at high speed through the desert. The country down here is much the same with the beautiful red sand dunes and spin effects, so in a sense I feel at home here out in the desert, but it's definitely a complete different ball game to race through it for sure.
Of equal importance for the top order was the fact that Smith needed help to get home.
Yeah, he's running a bit of strife, probably about 50k from home, so we've done the right thing, towed him in.
Yeah, I rode a few beers, mate. He towed me in there at the end, so I got lucky, to be honest, very lucky. So I had a bit of a malfunction, I guess. I'm not too sure what it is at the moment, but yeah, very lucky that I got through the day's racing and Rod towed me in.
Back in the auto division, John Pershouse's outright lead was short-lived when a bolt in his trailing arm broke.
As I said at the start of the rally, it's perseverance and just keep going, because a lot of people drop out. I thought, yes, this is fine. Then the next stage, the problem fell on us. We've gone from first outright to quite a way down the field now.
After an amazing third fastest through the opening stage, Phil Lovett went on to spend enough time driving around Wikurra Station to know every inch of the property. that leaves the battle between Michael Denham in the Wikurra Trophy truck and John Hendricks, who's making a powerful comeback. Mind you, the heads are coming off his V6 engine with a suspected blown head gasket. It will be a long night for some.